Welcome back to the show. Well, he's one of the country's most loved stars.
And I'm glad to say Bert Newton joins us now. Good morning, Bert.
Good morning, guys. Lovely to be here.
It's always lovely to see you.
Yes.
Now, for those people out there who aren't familiar with Wicked, I was lucky enough to see it on Broadway. It's a terrific musical, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a wonderful musical. I also managed to see it a couple of times before I actually went into the production, which is most unusual. It was under tragic circumstances because Rob Guest, who was playing the role, died suddenly. But it's a wonder. I've done a number of shows over the years. There's Rob there. But this is a show that really you could recommend to anyone because it's one of those shows where you sit down in your seat, you look up, and you see the money you've spent on your ticket up there on stage.
It's had an incredible run in Melbourne, 14 months.
14 months, which is quite a run for an Australian production, and it's very close to the Broadway production. The American director Lisa is back to rehearses for Sydney, and it's terrific to be part of anything, whether it be a television show or whether it be a radio show. I think one of the cockroaches might have gotten that, by the way. What about this? I was supposed to be on just after 7:30, and I was sitting here minding my own business, and they said, "Do you mind if we do a break with the cockroaches and yourself?" And then during the break, I heard them say, "I think he's dead." And, what do they mean, the cockroach? Or I have had a rather late night last night. And I'm sure also Glenn mumbled to me. I said, "When are you on the show?" And he said, "I'm on just before the cockroaches." And I think he thought it was a band. So there we go.
Very good Aussie band.
But it was very interesting about the cockroaches. A slow news morning, isn't it?
Not
I
at
just
all.
like to mix it up.
No, it is.
You know, Friday.
And what about the size of the...
Massive.
Yes, and the cockroach. It was quite amazing. It was
saucy.
Yes.
Now, listen, you are in your late 50s now. How are you keeping up with the schedule?
Oh, very easily. They just point me in the right direction, and I do it. I mean, I don't hide the fact. I never have hidden the fact that I'm 71. Well, I didn't need to hide it in times gone by because I wasn't. But now that I am, I don't hide it. And I hope you appreciate the fact that I'm wearing my theatrical gear.
You're
this morning. Yes.
extremely
You are
chic.
a chameleon.
Oh, I'm a thespian. I always get that wrong. I'm a thespian, and I'd rather enjoy it.
Just while we were sitting here in the commercial break, one of the Whirlpool ads came up
Yes.
where you just look so fabulous. Tell us about shooting those
Well,
commercials.
it was a lot of fun. I mean, it's an iconic product. I was told only yesterday, since doing the commercial, the sales have risen by 70%, which is quite amazing. I'm not too sure whether people are going out to buy all of the products so they can get the commercial off the air, but a lot of fun. And it's one of those things where it's nice to work out for yourself when you get into drag like that.
Yes.
To think afterwards, did I enjoy it?
Yes.
And if you enjoyed the fun, but you were quite pleased to get out of it afterwards.
That's a very good point.
You're saying that with extraordinary knowledge.
Well, you know, every now and then.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, it's
Friday nights.
It's part of vaudeville, isn't it? I mean,
It is.
Sort of get into drag or a footy show. Everyone loves getting into drag. I've seen you at the various Christmas parties over the years. And it's been lovely to see you, Carl. I think what's your drag name again? Carlene, isn't it?
Carlito.
Oh, Carlito.
Yeah.
Carlito.
You answered that too quickly.
Carlito's
Too
way.
quickly.
Well, you know, bloke's got to make some money on the side. But lovely
Give
to
us
see
a kiss
you.
and I'll get out of here.
All right.
Yes. No. No.
Thank you, Bert. And don't
that's
forget,
it.
Wicked's opening on
Oh, yes,
September
and
5.
I've got a little present for you.
Thank you.
I feel as though I'm back on GMA doing advertorials. This is a lovely bag of goodies.
Beautiful.
What comes in a Wicked bag?
Yeah, and it's the usual deal. Since we finish this, you give them back to me so I can take them to the next show. But it's all
a problem.
and I really do recommend it.
I do.
Thank
It
you.
is a sensational
Yeah.
show, but always lovely to see you and love to Paddy.
And
Yeah.
thank you, Lisa.
All right,
Lovely
you
to see
soon.
you, Bert.
Well, coming up, all the Hollywood gossip, and we're cruising into the weekend
You
with
getting
some...
commission?
No, not yet. With some Tom Cruise fantastic moments.